The internet has changed the world. It has given us new opportunities and connected people all over the globe. But what if we say that its true future is just beginning? This is Web3. A new era of decentralization, independence, and complete freedom for every user. Hello everyone. Today we dive into one of the most exciting topics in the world of crypto technologies. Web3. What is it and why is everyone talking about it? Let's figure it out. Web3 is a concept that changes the very essence of the internet, giving users full control over their data and interactions. This is the internet where you are not just a consumer, but also a true participant and owner of information. If Web2 is the time when internet corporations gained power over data, then Web3 turns this model upside down. Here, control over information returns to us, to every user, thanks to blockchain technology and smart contracts. Why is this important? Because Web3 creates a world without central intermediaries. This is an internet that works for everyone, not just for large corporations. Let's figure out together how this works and what it means for us. To truly understand what Web3 is, let's first recall how the internet has evolved. Let's dive into history and look at the stages that brought us here. The first stage is Web 1, or the static internet. This period began in the late 1980s and lasted until the early 2000s. At that time, the internet was static, and most users could only read the information posted on websites. There was no interactivity, no comments, no likes, and certainly no creation of one's own content. At that time, the internet resembled a huge library. You could visit web pages and see what was published there, but you could hardly change anything yourself. After that came Web 2, or the interactive internet. This stage began in the mid-2000s and continues to this day. With Web 2, we gained the ability not only to read, but also to write. This is the internet we know. Social networks, blogs, video sharing, comments. Web 2 made the internet more social. People could interact, create content, share it, and engage with other users. But this format has one major drawback: centralized control. In Web 2, almost all platforms are owned by large companies. These companies store our data, have access to our personal information, and profit from our actions. We seem to create content, but we lose control over it. Our data is their commodity. And now we come to Web 3, the internet where not only content creation and sharing are added, but also ownership of it. This is a fundamentally new approach, where blockchain becomes the main technology. Unlike Web 2, Web 3 gives users the ability to own their data and control their information. This is the internet where everything is built on smart contracts, blockchain, and decentralized applications known as dApps. Web 3 allows us to interact directly with each other, without intermediaries like large corporations. This is not just an evolution of the internet. It is a revolution that changes the game. Now briefly about the main components of Web 3. The entire ecosystem is built on three key elements, which we have already briefly discussed in previous lessons. 1. Blockchain is the foundation of Web 3, a decentralized data registry where all records are secure and transparent. 2. Smart contracts, programs that automatically execute the terms of a deal without the involvement of intermediaries. 3. dApps are decentralized applications that run on the blockchain and give users full control over their data. These components ensure the security and autonomy of users in Web 3. Now let's explore how decentralized applications or dApps are used in practice. These are not just applications. They operate without central control and have many cool applications. Let's look at a few examples. One of the most popular examples is DeFi, or decentralized finance. These are financial services that allow the user to obtain loans, lend, and trade cryptocurrencies. All of this without banks and intermediaries. Imagine that you can take out a loan from anywhere in the world just by using an app. For example, there are two lending platforms, Compound and Ava. Let's start with Compound. It operates on Ethereum and allows you to earn interest by depositing cryptocurrency. In return, you receive C tokens, which automatically increase in value. Ava also operates on Ethereum, but is available on other networks such as Polygon and Avalanche. The features of Ava are flash loans and the choice between fixed and floating interest rates. Another popular category is NFT platforms, where non-fungible tokens are created and sold. Here, artists and content creators can issue unique digital items such as paintings, music, and collectibles. Thanks to blockchain, each NFT is unique and confirms ownership. Here, let's take OpenSea and GetGems as examples. OpenSea is one of the largest NFT platforms operating on Ethereum and also supports Polygon and Solana. Here, everything is gathered from digital art to gaming items. GetGems is an NFT marketplace on the Tone blockchain. The platform develops a Telegram community and offers convenient integration with this messenger. This makes it attractive for Tone users. By the way, our exclusive vouchers are available on GetGems. They not only provide premium features within our app, but their smart contract also includes functionality that guarantees the issuance of our tokens at TGE. You can check them out via the QR code, and we will also leave a link in the comments. Let's talk about SocialFi, a new direction that combines social networks and finance based on blockchain. Today, our data on social networks belongs to large corporations that use it for their own interests. SocialFi changes this picture and returns control over user data. In SocialFi ecosystems, your data is your personal asset. You control how your profiles, subscriptions, and content are used, not the platform. Moreover, now you can not only communicate, but also earn from your activity. An example of such a system is the LINS protocol, built on the Polygon blockchain. Here, each profile, post, or subscription represents an NFT that fully belongs to you. This means that your content cannot be deleted or blocked without your permission. In the LINS protocol, users can create their profiles, subscribe to others, publish content, and even monetize their interactions. For example, your subscribers can support you through tokens, and your content can generate income for each interaction. Now imagine that our development, brand tokens, is added to this. These tokens allow companies, bloggers, and even communities to issue their own tokens that reflect their value and uniqueness. Imagine that your favorite blogger or brand issues a token that grants access to exclusive content, privileges, or even voting in the development of the project. With our brand tokens, anyone can become part of the SocialFi ecosystem. Brands can use tokens to reward their customers, while users can monetize their social networks. For example, by supporting a blogger's token, you not only support them, but also become a part of their success, as tokens can increase in value with their popularity. SocialFi, combined with brand tokens, opens a new era of interaction. This is a world where social networks become an economic ecosystem, and every user has the opportunity to participate in the success of the brands, bloggers, or communities they support. Our brand tokens can become a driver for promoting SocialFi, attracting more users and brands to this decentralized ecosystem. This is a path to transparency, control, and new opportunities for all participants. There are also gaming platforms and Metaverses. Dapps are actively developing in the gaming industry. In blockchain games, players can earn real money by trading in-game items, while virtual worlds provide the opportunity to own land and digital assets. All of this creates a new experience in the gaming field. For example, we can take Axie Infinity or Decentraland. Axie Infinity is a game based on the Ethereum blockchain, where you battle and breed your Axie pets. It operates on the Play-Doh-Yarn model, allowing players to earn tokens for victories. Decentraland is more like a metaverse. It is also based on Ethereum, but it is a virtual world where users can buy land, create buildings, and host events. Now let's talk about DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. DAOs allow communities to manage projects, make decisions, and allocate resources together without central leadership. Each decision is made by voting, and smart contracts automatically execute the results. This is transparent, fair, and eliminates the possibility of manipulation. Let's take the example of MakerDAO. This is a DAO that manages the stable cryptocurrency DAI. Users can collateralize their assets to issue DAI and participate in votes, determining protocol parameters such as fees or new assets for collateral. Let's take Uniswap DAO, which manages the largest decentralized exchange. Participants vote on how the platform will develop and make decisions about new features, revenue distribution, and other important issues. This gives users the ability to directly influence the development of the ecosystem. Now imagine that a DAO could be part of our Alton ecosystem. The Alton DAO will become the decision-making center for our entire platform, bringing together users, investors, and brands. Here, everyone will be able to participate in votes, from listing new projects on the DEX to changes in the operation of our services, including brand tokens, staking, and social finance. With the help of a DAO, we can ensure transparency, trust, and community engagement. Instead of decisions being made by one team, they will be made by all of you, the participants of the Alton ecosystem. Web3, despite all its advantages, faces a number of serious challenges and limitations that currently hinder its widespread adoption. Let's take a look at the main difficulties faced by this new generation of the internet. First challenge is the high complexity of use. To use a Web3 application, one needs to understand how cryptocurrency wallets, smart contracts, and blockchains work. Beginners often find it difficult to navigate the technical aspects of interfaces. Many users, accustomed to the simplicity of Web 2, find Web3 confusing and non-intuitive, creating barriers to its widespread adoption. The second major challenge is scalability and transaction speed. Currently, many blockchains, such as Ethereum, can process a limited number of transactions per second. This leads to network congestion and increased wait times, as well as rising gas fees when the network is busy. Web3 services are still unable to handle the same volume of users as traditional platforms like social networks or banks. Another challenge is the high gas fees, especially on the Ethereum network. When the network is congested, the transaction costs rise sharply, making the use of some dApps impractical for regular users. For example, a simple transaction can cost several dollars, while a complex operation in DeFi can cost tens or even hundreds of dollars. This limits Web3 in terms of accessibility for the general public. Security is another challenge in Web3. Although blockchain provides a high level of data protection, the Web3 environment also attracts many fraudsters. For example, if a smart contract is written with an error, it can lead to loss of funds. Attacks on DeFi protocols and NFTs, fraud, are real problems that users face. In Web3, it is important to take care of the security of your assets yourself, as there is no undo button, and if you make a mistake, it is likely that recovering funds will be impossible. Web3 remains outside the realm of clear regulation, which creates both opportunities and risks. The lack of clear laws and legal norms means that users are not legally protected as they are in Web 2. For example, if you encounter fraud or lose funds, it will likely be difficult to recover them, as there is no regulator overseeing this environment. This creates a risky situation, especially for those who are just starting to use Web3. So Web3 really has enormous potential, but many challenges need to be addressed for it to be fully realized. At the moment, this space is evolving, and we as users can only watch as engineers and developers seek ways to overcome these challenges. A lot has already been done in Web3, but even more is needed for its widespread adoption. Here we have clarified what Web3 is, its principles and advantages. This new stage of the internet opens up a wealth of opportunities and prospects for us. Now that you understand how Web3 works and what changes it brings, it's time to think about how it might affect our future. Don't forget that Web3 is not just a trend, but a real breakthrough in the development of the internet. This is the time for new ideas, projects, and opportunities. And you are to be a part of this process. If you want to deepen your knowledge and learn to work with these technologies, subscribe to our channel, join our community, and grow with us. Web3 is already here, and the future of the internet depends on us. Take the tests in the Alton app, share this video with friends, and ask questions in the comments. See you in the next lesson, where we will continue to explore the crypto world and decentralized technologies.